Hey, family, it's Nikki Thomas. Welcome to Liberation Lounge. Let me just jump right in today. We got a very busy lady here with us, and she is a kindred spirit of mine. And I don't even think she knows this, but she's kind of like my mentor in my head because she's doing so many great things. And I'm going to go back just a little bit. I think the last time we had a conversation was the Women of KBLX Virtual Empowerment Forum some years ago. And I'm very happy to have her here inside Liberation Lounge, Tovi Scruggs. How are you today?
I am excellent. It feels so good to be here with you again, back in this lounge with you,
Mm.
and the beautiful work that you're giving voice to in what we're birthing as the future of where we need to be and where we're going in health and wellness and the work that matters.
You can say that again, girl. We could just drop the mic and leave right now. The work that matters. And let's just start right there. Think what we both do is try to let folks in to build their own practices that will support them in their lives. And when I say your life, I mean all of it. There is no like separation of all these things like we're led to believe, right?
Exactly, exactly. And that is part of why I do the work that I do with leaders because so many times we've been invited and asked to really compartmentalize, oh, this is work. Oh, this is my life. And people start wearing masks, right? Now I'm going to show up as this person in this way. Now I'm going to only be like this in this way. And then there's no integration. And that fragmentation starts to take hold of us, which really starts to accentuate a lot of the challenges that we have in our nervous systems anyway, right? If we can't even show up as our full, whole selves all the time, then we're always trying to track, well, who am I going to be here? Well, who am I going to be here? Can we finally get to that place of true belonging where we can just be who we need to be, where we need to be?
All right. So you have an exciting series of meditation workshops. Tell us more.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this offering called Quietude. Right? How are we embracing an attitude of quietude that is requiring us to spend time in silence and in stillness? And this meditation series is a day long workshop and rest shop, if you will, where people will spend time in meditation all day. Of course, we'll do a little bit of talking. We'll have time for journaling and reflection, but I really want to encourage people to get to a place where almost once a month, we're taking this time out to reset. So that's how I came up with this idea of doing it as a series where we can come together monthly to just be in nature, to take some downtime, to
Yeah.
turn off our phones, to be analog, right? To just no clocks, just can we just be, and no one's calling your name, no one's asking you to do anything, everything is there for you, it's prepared for you, the food, the tea, it's just you, your journal, some good breathing, and some really helpful reflection and conversation that I will bring into the group probably like once an hour.
Mm.
We're not even doing lots of activities, meaning we're not doing yoga, we're not doing sound bath. I'm not doing those things that make us do something when we really just need to be still and to be silent. And it has been so powerful for me, Nikki, because I've sat 4 week-long silent retreats where I've
Mm.
been quiet for a whole week and
Hmm.
in meditation for the whole week. And all we do is walk every hour and then sit every hour, walk every hour, then sit every hour. And something just profound happens when you spend time with yourself. And a day can be long enough.
Bless you, sister, because this is exactly what we all need, but exactly what we resist actively every day. And do you know why? We know the answer why. Because of these things. We're getting dopamine hits every few seconds. And just sitting with ourselves and being quiet is the hardest thing We've got all these answers and all these tools and all this entertainment and all this stimulation. And the one thing that we all have to do as a practice is the thing that we're not.
Exactly.
So I for one am saying yes. Where do I sign up? And I know that anyone who's watching this is saying the same thing. Yes, please. Because not only that, it's also self care. And I think the reason why it's so hard for us to just sit and be quiet is because we've got such a long list of things to do. And as women, we've got a long list of people to take care of. So you creating this space for us is such a blessing. It's such a blessing. All right. So tell us how we can jump on board, when, where, all the good stuff so that we can just go ahead on and jump in.
Yes. Well, it is day long, and we have 3 dates: February 28th, May 30th. And I didn't go in order, so yeah, I'm gonna do this again. Where would you be? This is taking place. Quietude is happening in the Oakland Hills. It is at Skyline Community Center up in the Oakland Hills, where we'll be surrounded and immersed in nature. There's a labyrinth there. There's a beautiful hall where we'll be sitting in practice. There are 3 dates that people can join in, one of the 3 or 2 of the 3 or all 3. There's February 28th, there's April 25th, and May 30th. These are all Saturdays, and they're from 9 o'clock in the morning until 4 p.m. There'll be food there, there'll be hot tea there, there'll be snacks. So you'll be well nourished and taken care of as you sit and be still and be quiet. Again, the design is, as you mentioned, how are we getting away from these cell phones,
Uh-huh.
these dopamine hits? Being busy has never made us less busy. Being busy has never made us less busy. We are not short on things to do. It's about how effective are we being in what we're accomplishing? What is the quality of our nervous system? What is
Uh-huh.
our stress level like? We need this time to step away from the noise,
Yes.
away from the chaos, away from the drama, and simply just be. And notice to remember what that feels like again. See, people have forgotten. Part of the other reason, Nikki, that it's hard is that people don't know how to be still anymore. It is so foreign. It is so uncomfortable. I have some people who will do a 2-hour workshop with me and they're like, all day, Tovi, all day. And it's like, y'all, we know how to do this. Like, we just have to make our bodies remember
Yeah.
how to do it.
Yeah. Um, this is so interesting. And forgive me because I just see a correlation. I just need to put it out here. There's a movie called Arrival with Amy Adams. Have you seen it? So basically, she's a linguist,
Mm,
and these aliens come, right? So basically, what the movie is telling us is that language is not the only spiritual language. We think that talking all the time is the only way to communicate, and that's not true. So I feel like what you've done with these workshops is to put us in our natural space of love, connection to the divine. It does not require language. Um, the quote I saw somewhere else is God's language is silence,
mm.
not English, y'all, not the thing we're yapping about all day. God's language is silence. So I think that it just puts a good perspective on this. We're going back to our natural rhythm as human beings. Language came along later. So, you're in wonderful hands. She is a facilitator. She's a leader. She's done all the spiritual studies. So, when you dial everything back, this is what it is. You're unplugging from the world and plugging back into spirit. And also, I will say that whatever your beliefs are, this is a container for your personal beliefs to be one with spirit, to be one with God on your own terms. That's what makes it so beautiful. So I am so excited about this. Please come and join us. There is a QR code and a link there somewhere. Find it, click on it, and put it on your calendar. I love when folks do the work and all we got to do is say yes.
That's
So,
right.
Tovi, thank you so much for doing the work, creating a wonderful container and space for us. Is there anything else you wanna add that we should know about?
You're not gonna be left with just that one day. You're not going to be left alone. Meaning that as you participate in these types of longer retreats, when you start to explore and embrace your own sense of quietude, there are other containers that I have to support people. One of them is called Fortify, and that's a meditation collective where we do come together to celebrate and honor what I call healing, have everything aligned to love, where we come together in the love of the divine, the love of our spiritual selves, and we fortify generally once a week together in an hour and reconnect again to that sacred, grounded center that will help us get through the week and just continue to strengthen those muscles that we need right now. I also have an app. So just go to my website. You can find lots of cool things around meditation and what we're up to over at TCS Inc. We have the meditation app, and we also have one of my favorite offerings, which is Conscious Co Creation Meditation Experience. And this is a one-to-one meditation experience where we would meet for about 30 minutes. You would tell me and share what it is you're working on in your life and professionally. And then I craft a custom meditation for you that gets back to you within about 20 days. People are really enjoying it, and you have your own meditation to listen to that can be anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes long. Some people like theirs even longer, if you could believe that, Nikki. So it's really designed for you and whatever it is that you're focused on in your life and career at the time. So we're doing a lot of cool things with meditation over at TCS Inc. And I would, if quietude isn't quite your thing and you want some other entry points, you could also just get on the mailing list and stay in the loop. And we are growing a whole movement of being connected to our divine selves and walking our talk of creating a future of humanity that we do not need to heal.
Listen, listen. As crazy as these times are, it always begins. Did Michael Jackson say this? Man in the mirror. It begins on the inside. We have to do our individual work. And this is it, family. I'm saying yes. I'm sure you're saying yes too. Go ahead and click the link or scan the QR code and jump on in and join us. So, Quietude, again, is a day long immersion for spiritually conscious leaders who understand that leadership is strengthened through presence, inner authority, and alignment, not pressure or speed. I've got my mic on a stand. Maybe I should just push it over. I can't drop it because that's a mic drop moment. The fabulous, beautiful, wonderful Tovi Scruggs, thank you for being with us. And, this doesn't have to stop right now. You can just go ahead and join us at the Quietude immersion. So I'm super excited. Thank you for being with us, Tovi.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Nikki, for having me.